Good
Books.
old books, right? There's a little bit of a theme here. It's gifting the gift of learning and growth and information. So books, yeah, there's a bunch of books that we want to recommend. I think the one that we always quote and use here, if there is such a thing as an audition Bible, this is it. The Audition by Michael Shirtlift, who is a famous casting director back in the day for Broadway and for some big time TV and films. Yeah. And this is actually Tom Todoroff's classes. He uses Michael's framework of the guideposts. There's 12 guideposts in this book. And then since Michael passed away, Tom also introduced 3 more that add on to the work that Michael and Tom did together, making a total of 15 guideposts. But just it's a really cool book, and it's really cool how it's written, because they've written out dialogue between Michael and between the actors. So it's Michael asking the actors questions, and then the actors answer, and then Michael gives them suggestions on how to change their answers so that there'll be stronger choices. And it's really cool to just see how he works through the process of each guidepost, and it's very similar to what we do here in studio with actors now when we're looking to how to elevate their audition and how to tweak their performance and just continually make it better and better. It's really just little things from this book that we're recommending. So I think every actor should have this. You get hard copies like this, or Audible is a great thing. Do you have an Audible membership?
Not anymore.
No. I think it's like $15 a month. Comes with a free credit every month. So basically, it's like a book of the month club. And the cool thing about audiobooks is you can be out for a walk, you can be at the gym, you can be listening to it. Whereas reading, you got to sit down and focus and only be doing one thing. But there's something good to say about just focusing on one thing at a time as well. What other books you got?
Let's start with this one, Freeing the Natural Voice, which is a great book. I'm just recently started going through it right now, by Kristen Linklater. I wanted to go through and really understand different aspects of my voice and really improve upon that. And so this is something I'm reading right now. I think it's so important for actors. There's now, Lars, you also said there's a free version on YouTube of like the audiobook version.
I don't think I ever said that.
Or like there's a read through.
I think throughout the book, I think doesn't she give links in this that you can go to? I thought it was paired with, but maybe I'm confusing that with another book. Yeah, sometimes, because a lot of these are exercises where if you were taking the class, the instructor would be reading you the instructions and telling you what to do. Or when we did it in conservatory, our Linklater teacher was teaching from this book, but she was like verbally giving us the instructions, and we'd be lying on the floor, or we'd be following these instructions. So it's a little more challenging to be like reading the instructions, but then physically having to be doing the things. So I thought there was something in here, maybe not. But I'm sure if you looked up, like if you Google Kristen Linklater, you'll find, I'm sure, Linklater exercises online, and I'm sure there's teachings and coachings and walkthroughs of that. But that's another great, that like if you were to grab that book on Audible, because a lot of these are practical exercises and practical sort of vocal workouts that you're doing. It's nice to hear that and then do it versus having to read it and then go back to the floor or So yeah, that's a great one. Good reco. What else?
You want me to go again?
Yep.
Okay. I got Taz Garcia's book, who's been on our podcast 3 times, How to Make It from No to Whoa Budget. And this just breaks down how to help you make your next film. Taz is so great at just being able to start projects and then just keep going, and like keeps just continuously creating for himself and for others. And he compiles all that in this book and makes it a really great like checklist for you. So if you're interested in being a filmmaker, I'm going through this right now because I'm working with a writer right now, a writer friend that we're going to be doing a short film together soon. And so I'm going through this book again, and it has been incredibly helpful. I think it'll be incredibly helpful for you as well if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, and you can check that out on Amazon. And he's got another book there as well, From Zero to Hero, where I think that's more about stunts and being an action hero in movies. But yeah, check out Taz, and you can go back into our archives. I think he's been on the show 3 times.
Yes.
He's our only 3-time
He's our only
guest.
2-time guest.
Oh yeah, is that true?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I think that is true. Yeah. Yeah, somehow
we'll have to get him back on again.
Yeah. And I got another one here.
Right.
I know you've read this one. This one's really fun.
Yes.
The Actor's Life, a Survival Guide by Jenna Kutcher. Jenna Fisher. Everybody loves Jenna Fisher from The Office. She's really funny. But it talks about her come up when she wasn't Jenna Fisher from The Office. And I think it's really practical and a really real look at the challenges of being an actor early on and how it all works. Some of it's a little dated now because with technology, we don't do this kind of stuff, like printing headshots and mailing out packages. And
I thought her chapter on headshots was really very well done. And just like what people are looking to see of you, or like how to best frame you to show to a casting director.
Right.
And producers and whatnot.
Yeah, and side note, we didn't have it in our list, but something that all actors need, and they need them on the regular, is headshots. So
yeah, oh yeah,
you could blow your actor friends' minds by buying them an actor headshot session with an actor headshot photographer. Just caveat to those, if you're not an actor and you don't know actor headshot photographers, don't just book a Sears portrait thing thinking that you're going to go into Sears or Walmart and take headshots there. Specifically find a photographer who specifically does actor headshots for casting in TV, film, and theater, because they're going to know the current trends and exactly what they're looking for, and framing and lighting and all the best practices. And if you just get a random photographer, you might get an okay portrait, but you may be taking shots that are not considered professional actor headshots. So just be careful there first. But Google your city and actor headshots, and a bunch will come up. And if you're not sure, you can always reach out to us for some recos in the area.
I have one more recommendation.
Yep.
This is I Can't Sleep. It is a journal my mom got me for Christmas. I want to say my first year university. It's for when I have trouble sleeping and I have so much on my mind that I can't sleep and I need to get it out, or like something along those lines, just to help you get whatever you're thinking about out. So that way it's written down and then you can just put it out of your mind and hopefully fall asleep. This doesn't work all the time, but it has been a great help to me. I think it's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. And I think just a journal in general. Lars, you're a big proponent of this, just buying journals for people as gifts. And like, you always write a very heartfelt message in the journal as well, which is always so appreciative and so wonderful. So like that, it's always a great gift to get.
This is yours.
Yes, it is.
You gave this to me last year. Yeah, I'm always a big fan. I think any birthday, any holiday, any reason for a gift is a good gift is a journal, a notebook, something just to keep whether it's to-dos or notes from classes or whatever it is, just keeping track of that kind of stuff is great. It's a good exercise.